Hello.
Hi, friends.
While the intro music was playing, Ziggy hopped out of the litter box and then made the most noise coming back down the hallway.
It was ridiculous.
Hi, how are y'all? We're back for another week. I did look up some tips for growing the podcast. So, if you see a little bit more social media stuff,
What's going on?
just know that, oh my gosh. Just know that it's because of that. So,
We're just trying to get the word out there.
yeah,
Guys.
like our stuff.
Share it.
Send it, yeah, share it, even if it's just your stories. It's something. Something else I was going to say.
Also, and I think this may not be true, but I'm going to pretend like it is.
Yeah.
If you're personal friends of ours
Yeah.
and we share the post,
Yeah.
go to the original post and like that post, not our repost. Because I don't think it gives the posts,
It doesn't.
the original post, the credit.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
So just as a heads up,
yeah, just go click
and that
the
goes
original
for
post.
any social media account.
See,
of
that's
any
why I
person.
like Instagram and stuff, because Instagram and
Why
TikTok.
don't you fix your
because
Instagrammer? Sorry.
Instagram and TikTok, if you repost it, you still like the original post. So, if your friends see your reposts or whatever. But with Facebook, that doesn't.
I love that I don't pay attention to who reposted videos as I'm scrolling through my FYP, and then I send it to the person that reposted it because it made me think of them.
That happens a lot with me.
Does it?
Yeah.
I send you stuff that.
Yeah. But I still like it, and I'm always like, I'm glad to see that again. I liked it for a reason. I reposted it for a reason. Plus, I'm not stingy with my reposts. Made me giggle a little. Repost.
Listen to me.
Was just what are the kids calling it? A mythical reel pull? Oh my God. Cause that's all Danny's feed is that kind of weird shit. My feed is it's pretty curated to the things that I want to see. And if I specifically want to just go in and see what my friends are posting, I just go to that my following or whatever.
Yeah. I'm just here to let you know.
But every once in a while, I'll get an old man in a cowboy hat with no shirt on, something like that.
I love those.
Reposts.
I love those. Who taught Grandpa how to use TikTok?
Yeah.
My For You, a lot of the times, is no better than a 12-year-old boy's. Because
you get a lot of farts and a lot of poop.
Yeah, not poops, but farts.
Well,
I laid in bed cackling for a solid 20 minutes last night. I'm talking crying at fart videos.
There's times where I'm just why are y'all sending me fart compilations?
Oh, this one fart compilation
You're
last
not ruining
night,
my algorithm.
Oh, it had me. I was. TJ's playing on the Xbox with his headset on. Now, keep in mind, he can't hear nothing when he's got that headset on.
Yeah.
Okay. He's like, "Are you good over there?" I'm wheezing, tears streaming because I am laughing so hard. And then he hears it and he's like, "Oh, okay." Anyway, send me the farts. I love the farts. They're funny. Farts are funny. I don't care how old you are.
He'll send you every fart video he gets.
He sends me fart videos all the time. Farts are funny.
He'll show he'll cast his phone to the TV and watch all his TikTok likes. And half the time I'm tired of seeing shit videos. I don't want to see shit videos. Why do you get so many shit videos?
His For You page is a scary place.
It is.
But listen. You can't tell me that you don't think farts are funny.
They, in some contexts, yeah. But if we're just farting to try and get a room to laugh, it pisses me off. Also, if we're just farting and then hoping that I'm not going to hear it or smell it, that's going to piss me off too. No, I fear I
don't want to be present for a stinky one.
I fear I get more pissed off about farts than I laugh at them.
I'd prefer to see the farts on TikTok instead of in real life because I don't want to smell them.
Exactly. Because if I've gone, like, honestly, if I've, like, gone to the trouble of, like, lighting an incense, getting the vibes in the bedroom right, bed's made, I'm crawling in it, I'm out freshly out of the shower, and you come in and fart, that's going to piss me off. You're ruining the aura of the room. You have ruined it. You've come in and you've shit on my vibes.
Listen, if you're trying to think that you're going to get down with it, like we're about to throw.
Yeah, if you think you're going to come in and get any after doing that, get away from me.
I'm not going to lie. Well, there have been times when it didn't damper the mood. I'm just like, oh, you farted. Okay, ha ha ha, and then we just keep going. Now it doesn't happen during the act. Don't now, play me like that.
I was going to say every once in a while, the things happen. Stomachs get pressed on. It happens.
I'm trying to fix this leg because my thing is wobbly.
Oh, it looks like it's even worse than it was before you started trying to fix it.
Because every time I stop, I forget which way I'm supposed to turn it.
Oh, hell. So, this is our catch-up episode. I haven't really done a lot this past month of work. Hopefully, did it fall out? No. The last time that happened to me, I had to flip the table upside down to fix it.
We just don't have a foot on that leg right now. I'll fix it later.
Like anything that can fit under there. In that gap. I don't know. Anyway, so I was worried I wasn't going to have anything to talk to y'all about. And then some lady showed up at my house yesterday and gave me the perfect thing to talk about. Now, in the moment, I was pisser than hell. I was pissed. So, if you follow me on Instagram, I posted this to my story yesterday. I also made a public Facebook post. And, so I'm sitting at work and minding my business. I had been getting like notifications of one of the cameras going off, but it happens a lot because it faces the road and it's usually a passing car, or it was pretty windy yesterday. So I didn't think anything of it. Well, then I get a notification for one of the indoor cameras and I'm like, well, let me go see what the cats are doing. So I go in and then I'm like looking to see the other notifications, and there's like some lady in my yard. And I'm like, who is that? So I'm like, now, mind you, at the same time that I'm discovering this, the other lady that helps, with Betty is at the shop needing my help with something on her phone. And so,
huh?
I
just heard a car door.
It's the men. So they're probably stopping by here before they go.
Poop break.
So anyways.
Should I close this door then?
Sure. I don't want them to see me, hear me. Or hell, they might enjoy hearing this story. Wait till I say it gets in here. So anyway, I'm trying to help her with this on her phone. Meanwhile, getting really pissed off watching the clips of this lady around my yard. And that's when I realized that she got here to my home, to my dwelling at like 2:30 or 12:30 in the afternoon, right? And I'm still getting notifications of her at 2:04. She was here for a minute, right? And I'm like, what in the hell has she been doing? And I'm like, I checked my indoor camera to make sure that like nobody has been walking around the house, and nobody had been. So bless it for that. Well, I asked him, I was like, do you recognize who this is? And of course, you know, all in the midst of me also trying to do something else for somebody else, and we're at work. Excuse me. And I said, so I get her taken care of, and I'm like, she's just been like sitting at the door. I was like, she went to knock on my door and then she like put her ear up to it and stood there for a long time. And now, mind you, she did not just knock on the door. She reached all the way up to that decorative door knocker I have. That's a bat. Way up on the door. From like 2 steps down. Reached all the way up. And then she's like standing there with her ear up against the door, listening. And I'm like, is she listening to see if we have a dog? Is she listening to see if somebody's coming to the door? What is she doing? Now, mind you, she's spread out. She's got shit everywhere. She showed up with like a black bag with her. She's just wandering around, you know, just doing
the most,
but also nothing at all. Well, then I look at another one of the cameras because, you know, she never went to the front door. That was the weird part.
Yeah, I was wondering
not once ever went to the front door. And I'm like, I can only imagine it's because she would know that if there's going to be a camera, it's going to be at the front door. Because most people have like a Ring camera or something right at the front door. Well, she's hanging out at the back door. She keeps going around to the back of the house where we have a sliding glass door. And at this point, I am fit to be tied. I message my neighbor and I'm like, hey, girl, are you home? Do you mind going and checking and seeing if anybody's over there? She's like, well, I don't see anybody. And then she said, I walked around the back of the house and didn't see anybody. She's like, but I closed your gate. And so I assume this lady left the gate standing wide open. Well, also in the video, you can see George, our outdoor cat, run up to this lady like they're friends. And then, because she's digging around in her bag, and then he stops, he freezes, and he's like, oh, I don't know you, stranger danger. And then he just walks away, and I'm like, George, what in the hell do I have you around here for?
Right.
So, and now I can giggle about it, but, so this was the saga of, my Instagram story, okay? So, I posted a picture of Willow in a bag. I'm not going to sit here and describe every photo to you, but I said, what a wild day I've had. Y'all want to hear about it? I done had to make a public Facebook post where I was like, does anybody know this lady? And it genuinely seemed like she was having like a mental health event because she was like, she literally would just walk back and forth. She took everything out of her bag that she had with her, wiped it down with the baby wipes that she left on my side steps, and then put, I don't know what she did with the said baby wipes, like the used ones, but she didn't throw them away here. She must have taken them with her, but she left the stuff here that she was like sitting there wiping down, kind of like a crackhead, but, and then she's just walking around. She walked over to the Mini and like looked in the window and is like, she like tapped on the door and is just kind of like lingering nearby. Anyways, so I was like, anybody recognize her? And I was like, let me make this public so people can share it. Maybe it'll get sent to her. That's my hope is it gets sent to her and she's embarrassed. Daniel making fun of us from another room. Anyway, but I said, she a freak for real. Y'all want to see what she left us? And then I posted a picture of her Bahama Mama club tail cans. And I said, of course you do, because you nosy as I am. And I said, Daniel kept these for the trouble. That was all we kept out of her bag. So on my steps, she left a jar of pear jelly from Rice's Country Ham Store in Mount Juliet. I don't know if it was $3.99, by the way. It was pretty cheap. Brand new jar, never been opened. A can, and it was like a little pink can of Love 30 plant-based pills for arousal. I said, I think she had sneaky link plans.
Yeah.
She had left on the steps a pack of retainers that are for teeth whitening.
You know what? Go ahead. I'll tell you my realization in a minute.
I said, and she had her dental care planned out too. And then I posted a video of her lingering and walking around the Mini. And I said, nah, girl, he not in that Mini. Mind you, my little gummy had been kicking in while I'm posting these. So I'm going.
That tracks.
So then I post a picture of all her crap sitting on my steps. And I said, y'all don't judge my stairs. We'll get to it eventually. But I said, I left work to come check on things, and this is what I found. I genuinely think she was here for a hookup and was clearly at the wrong house, and that she might be having some sort of mental health crisis. I was like, because the whole thing was bizarre. It was just too weird to just be like a thing. And then I post a picture of her, and I said, if y'all recognize this lady, let me know. And then I post a picture of the bag she left sitting at our sliding glass door. And I said, oh, and she left this at our rear door. And I posted in the Discord, and somebody was like, not her leaving a bag of her shitty panties. And, well, we get home, and Danny, he goes and gets the bag, and he brings it to me. He goes, smell this.
Oh, no.
And I was like, I really don't want to, but if he stuck his nose in there, and it is like, I was like, he's got to trust that it's not bad. Straight weed, just 100% a marijuana smell. So, it contained in the bag were the 4 Bahama Mama drinks and 2 pre-rolls in a little brown paper sack, and then a torch in a separate paper sack, and then a Vols like moisture wicking, like jersey type material. And I said, a good time had been planned. And then I said, so yeah, the sheriff's department's doing extra patrols. Because there wasn't really anything they could do. Like, and I get that. And like I told the officer that called me, I was like, I figured as much. I was like, but I wanted to at least like make it known that like this lady is being weird at my house. And I was like, because I don't know who she is. And I was like, but with her leaving things, I would anticipate she's coming back. I was like, I don't know 100% if that's the case. I was like, but that's just the sense that it gives me. She said, well, if she comes back, give us a call and we'll trespass her. And I was like, perfect. And she said, but I'll put you on the list for extra patrol. So definitely glad of that.
There was a helicopter that flew over when I got here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
For me?
I don't know if it was a police helicopter, but
probably not. But I said, yeah, somebody grandma out here looking for a good time and only wasting her time wandering around our yard from about 12:30 until after 2 p.m. today. And then I posted a picture of George and I said, and as for this man. And then it was like maybe 30 minutes later, I said, I'm getting more into the gummy, you know? And I'm like, wait a minute, am I on the camera from when I got home? So I go into the camera and I find the perfect shot of me walking by with the baseball bat. I put the exact verbiage I used in the Discord was the Louisville Slugger rode shotgun.
that picture sent me.
And, well, I got it like slung over my shoulder, and I said, "Wait, y'all! I forgot to tell you. This is how I showed up to my house." And to the tune of, it was the only slide I put a song on. It's Joan Jett's Bad. Oh,
can Lord. We post that on the Facebook or on the social?
We can.
Okay.
And then,
can that be our new logo? Can that be our new logo?
Me with a baseball bat?
That's our new logo.
That's our new. I thought about making it
for every episode.
I thought about making it my profile picture. I was like, I need to find some. Maybe I'll do it on TikTok. I need to find some place for that to be a profile picture.
You know how we have the graphics, the backgrounds for all the
Make that the background.
yeah, for all the episodes that we post.
Well,
That's funny. So here's the realization.
mm-hmm.
So maybe, in fact, she was here for the sneaky link. This doesn't answer why she left all the things everywhere.
No.
But maybe when she knocked on the door and was listening, she's making sure that the main squeeze isn't home.
Right. That was like the realization I slowly arrived at. I was like, I think she's trying to hook up with somebody's man.
Yeah.
But
why would you leave? I mean, crackhead shit. But why would you leave all this shit around? Around?
Yeah. Well, when
I bet that was his shirt she was returning.
Probably. That's what I thought too.
Or maybe it's a her.
Maybe. I was like, I'm not here to judge. I don't know who, but she's trying to hook up with somebody. I was like, just based on the way that I was like, I don't know. And then maybe she just like forgot she sat her shit down. I don't know. I have no idea. And I don't know if she drove. I don't know. I don't know if she just walked up here.
You gonna know every person that comes close to this driveway now.
Yeah. And we're gonna get
with the.
Well, the only thing that sucks though is about this camera is like I'm not getting like motion notifications, so I have to go in and like scroll and look and see. But and there's a glare on the window at night, so I can only see during the day. So we'll have to figure something else out. But
for sure, caught me having a fight with the gate earlier.
Temporary, it's good. We're gonna get wireless cameras.
I really don't know what happened.
Probably the wind.
I got pushed. Probably.
That's what it was.
I like went to close the gate and the gate attacked me, and I don't know how. It was the weirdest thing.
Listen, I said a little chant when I was here, waiting for the police to call me back. I don't know. Maybe somebody was listening. They're like, you know what? Let's screw with her.
Get out of here. I belong here. I'm supposed to be here. I'm allowed to be here.
Oh, it was too good. In the moment yesterday, I was so angry, but
you were,
yeah. And then, but yeah,
I was like, "Are you there by yourself?" And I'm like, "Do I need to go over there with her?"
I had a Louisville Slugger in pure rage.
I was like, I'm looking at TJ, and I almost was like, "I'm gonna go over there with her for a little bit," but then I was like, "But really, if somebody were to show up, what are we gonna do together?"
What am I going to do?
I'm going to run. Listen.
But like I
avoid conflict. This is a thing about Chelsea now.
Yeah.
Used to.
Honestly,
no.
that's really, I don't.
Used to, I'd fight a bitch for looking at me wrong.
I don't generally face conflict head on these days. Used to, absolutely. I used to be a lot more confrontational. But these days, not particularly. But when it comes to my house.
Yeah.
Get away from my house. If I don't know you, get out of here.
I don't know you. That's my purse.
Exactly. But like I post that to my Instagram story, and the first response I get is iconic.
Right. Yeah.
And then this morning I get a message, "Hey girl, don't forget I showed up with a gun." And I was like, I can't post a picture of that to my Instagram story. I was like, so I
updated. Is there a picture of it?
I don't know. I have to look. I didn't see her on the camera, but I know she said she walked around here and she did close the gate. And I don't know. Something about her, I trust her. I don't know. But
that's all
yeah.
That matters.
So, because I was like, I know she's home. Let me message her and see if she sees anybody over there. She didn't see anybody, so that was good. But yeah, I was like, oh, hell no. Not somebody over here popping a squat, hanging out at my house when I ain't here.
Not popping a squat? Did she use the bathroom in her yard?
I mean, I was like sitting down.
I was like, did she just pee
No.
yard?
I don't know if that term is specific to peeing. I have heard it, but I'll just be popping a squat sitting down. That's what I use it as, interchangeably. But anyway. That's beside the point. Yeah. So.
Well, your day was interesting.
Very.
It's been a long week for me, but it's not stuff that I can necessarily talk about on here.
Right. It has been this week. There was like 300 years in this week.
Yes. It was a long week. Gemma, I can't talk about this. Gemma got 3 teeth pulled yesterday, so the dentist is wanting to pull all of her remaining baby teeth. She only had 5 left, so she has to go back and get 2.
Yeah.
She learned about the tooth fairy yesterday, by the way.
Oh. Shit.
She was like, I already knew. Her cousin had told her 2 days prior. I got a feeling she's on the cusp of all the things.
Yeah.
But the other things did not surface in this conversation. And I almost blew it because she came into the kitchen later and said something about Santa Claus, and I immediately was like, shh. And she was like, what? And I was like, and then I kind of stopped and thought about what she was saying. It had nothing to do with what I thought it was. Yeah. And I was like, you were hollering. She's like, no, I wasn't. And I was like, yes, you were.
She
not me gaslighting my child. Anyway, because I thought she was about, because she was talking at a normal tone.
Yeah.
But like, I'm like, if she's about to blow the lid off of Santa, then like, I don't want Easton to hear her.
Yeah.
So I'm like, shh, no. But
bless it.
But yeah, no, she had the laughing gas, and much to my disappointment, didn't do anything goofy or silly or whatever. But
see, I was like, I think a lot of those videos are people putting on because I know some people are probably more sensitive to it, but
TJ's cousin, his girlfriend has a daughter that's around about the same age as Gemma, and she had some teeth pulled this week too, and so she said she was acting goofy, but when I was like, I texted her yesterday and I was like, Gemma didn't do that. She was like, well, my daughter didn't the first time either.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just she was so like, you're nervous.
Yeah.
And so your body still isn't letting you let loose and be silly.
Maybe.
But I don't know. Maybe that second go around I'll get lucky. I've already been told that I'm not allowed to video any of it. Which is no fun.
It's like, I've had a lot of dental work and a lot of laughing gas, and I never had that reaction. But like I said, everybody's susceptibility is different. So
these were getting pulled in hopes that she won't need braces because the grown-up teeth were coming in weird.
Yeah.
I honestly, she's got pretty teeth, so I don't think that she's going to be the one that's going to need braces. I think it's going to be Easton. I think that he's got my teeth, and I need braces.
I was going to say, yours aren't that bad, though.
I need them. There's a lot of crowding going on. But I also have a sheer disdain for the dentist, so I haven't been to the dentist in how old is Maddie?
See,
before I was pregnant,
I got
Maddie.
dental insurance again. So
I've had dental insurance every year.
I
literally have never used it.
I don't mind the dentist.
I haven't gone since before I had Maddie.
Because I had braces in high school, had a bunch of teeth pulled, and then I had the 3 out of my 4 wisdom teeth that came in, and then I had a tongue tie fixed when I was 16. That was probably the worst dental surgery I've ever had. The worst oral surgery.
That reminds me.
Because, so we were talking about her Novocaine shots and how she didn't even notice them. And like how they give you like the Oragel. So for the tongue, they'll give you that like Oragel to numb it, but it doesn't always work. So that sucked. That's like the worst. That Novocaine shot to the tongue was the worst I've ever had. But I'm really glad I had the tongue tie fixed. So it was worth it. But
speaking of tongue tie, so we've talked about the SIP podcast that I watch and how Lizzie just had a baby. So Ernie was born tongue tied. Well, the hospital that she had him at said that they fixed it and that he slept right through it.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to breastfeed because of it. So she was pumping and feeding him from a bottle. Well, she just continued to do that because he still wasn't latching.
Yeah.
She took him to the doctor or the dentist or something.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, the tongue tie had never been fixed.
Right.
They never did it.
Yeah, not latching is like one of the first.
Well, she said they fixed it, and then like all of a sudden he's able to latch and pull milk.
Yeah.
So she was furious because she was told that it was fixed. And then, in fact, she was like, there wasn't any scar tissue or anything to even remotely make the dentist think that it had been fixed.
Yeah.
So,
because usually they do it when you're a baby. My dad has a tongue tie. He's never gotten his fixed. But it makes like kissing difficult or sticking your tongue out even.
like just regular kissing or like,
If you're going to use your tongue,
Okay.
you'd like to not have a tongue tie because it just makes it not good. It sucks. But so yeah, getting that fixed was nice. Sucked, but it made it better. But yeah, even like sticking my tongue out because mine would just curve under, so I couldn't really like stick my tongue out.
So tongue tie's a lesbian's worst nightmare.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because you can't. There's not a lot you can do.
Speaking of lesbians, I play Fortnite.
Yeah.
I've been playing, like, mainly when I play solo, so I just play by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was a quest on there I had to finish, and I had to play, like, with other people. And I don't have any friends that play, so I'm just playing with randoms. I am in a couple groups on Facebook for other people that play. And so I got on there last night with a lesbian couple that lives in Ohio. They were so cute. Like, sickening perfect for each other.
Yeah.
Like, they would both say the same thing at the same time, or like start singing the same song at the same time out of nowhere. It was so cute. They were so funny.
I gotta pee. This has absolutely nothing to do with what we were talking about, but I've been thinking about
it. It's not lesbian related?
It's not lesbian related.
Damn.
Lesbians can come though if they want to.
Oh.
So I'm thinking about my 40th birthday. Because
we got time. We got
time. But for the idea that I have, I need time. So I want to, because my birthday's in August, right? I want to have like I don't know, kind of like maybe like a Halloween masquerade ball style. And I'm just like, I can't stop thinking about it. I'm like, that would be so fun to have like a Halloween party in August. Because like I can have a Halloween party anytime I want.
Right. We're adults.
But I'm just like, that would be so fun just to like do that. To like,
it might be hard finding stuff like decorations and stuff.
Girl, I'm crafty. I can make stuff.
I'm just saying for those of us that aren't crafty.
Right. But like, even down to the fact that like, so I listened to, y'all have heard me talk about it. This Spotify playlist, the Graveyard Rock Spotify playlist. I listen to it all the time. And I'm like, there's a singer locally who does like that style because it's very like 50s and 60s
rockabilly stuff.
And there is a local singer who is phenomenal at that. Like, he does such a good job. And I've seen him play twice locally. And I don't know because the bookstore in town that we were talking about, the husband was in the band.
Okay.
And so I don't know if that's still like a thing, but I was like, I would love to like send him this playlist and be like, learn it.
Hear me out. It's still in theme.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I'm envisioning Dracula meets Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
Masquerade ball.
Yes. Yes.
Hell yeah.
That's the 100% the vibe.
Hell
like vintage or like vintage Halloween's the vibes, like that kind of thing. But I would love to do just like a masquerade ball style.
I'm so stoked about it. Remember when we did a masquerade party for Maddie's 10th birthday?
Yes. But I'm like, I could rent a place, or I've got plenty of time to figure out like all the shit. But I'm like, I really, really want to do that for my 40th birthday. I think.
I like it.
But I'm like,
I like it.
And how cool would it be to have like a live? The only issue is with this kid. He's like, he's got to be in his early 20s. And I keep calling him a kid, but anyway, he's got the worst stage fright. It's so cute though, because like we saw him at the bookstore for a benefit for like the women's domestic violence shelter here. And then I saw him at another benefit for the same, well, I don't know. She just stared at the wall. She does that. Well, I don't know. This is not my most intelligent cat.
The little cat is legit.
She's just sitting here staring at the wall. She does that. She'll sit if the curtains are closed or something. She'll sit at the window and just stare out the window, but the curtains are closed. So, anyway. But, and I've seen this kid play twice, right? One was a smaller place, one was a bigger place. Both times, drenched in sweat,
Aww.
visibly shaking, but still does a really, really good job. So, I'm just like, I really love that vibe and would really love to have that like at my birthday party. I'm like, I don't know what I could pay you, but I will pay you.
Right.
Because listen, if that boy ain't got no fans, I'm dead. Like anytime I see that like they're playing around here, because I think he just does it for fun. And I just think it's so good. I
think that would be so much fun. I like it.
But I want to be like, I just want to be like, can you learn this playlist for me, this Spotify playlist? Or at least like, you know, the songs in your vibe that like in your range that you can do. Cause he does good. Like he'll do like some Elvis songs too, like the older Elvis songs. And it's just so good. He's so good. But yeah, so that's what I want to do for my 40th birthday. I was like, is it doing the most? Sure. I also threw myself a Taylor Swift themed birthday party.
You did.
And it was nice.
It was.
But yeah, I want to like do this a little bit bigger. As everybody likes to dress up.
Yeah.
Everybody likes to dress up.
Are we going to specifically say this is a no kid friendly event? I think that would be a good idea.
Maybe. Yeah. We'll see. Because I don't know a lot of people with kids. So it wouldn't be very many kids if it was. And
it's no kid friendly event for me. I'm going to let you know that
that's fine.
Will be in attendance without children.
Yeah, that's fine. But I don't know. We'll have to see where it goes. But
I'm excited about it.
That's what I've been thinking about.
There's a lot of time, but
oh yeah, there's plenty of time.
But the fact that we're even close enough to 40 to be thinking about this is sickening.
And the fact that I'm like excited about it.
Meanwhile, I'm over here.
That was me at 30. I was so scared to turn 30.
Oh.
But I'm like now I'm just like I should be scared of 40. I feel like I should be scared of 40.
I think at this point
I'm really excited.
I think at this point you're celebrating each and every milestone of getting older because you didn't expect to make it
exactly
this far.
Yeah, because it's like it's the way that I look at the grays. I'm just like, how cool is that? Because when 18-year-old me would be mortified.
Do they itch to you like when you start getting new ones?
No, I don't think so.
I'm telling you, I can tell you exactly where they're coming in because I can feel it.
No, I don't think so. But
this
I like seeing like random ones that'll start springing up.
We got a Louisville.
I wish mine was coming in like a streak.
I know.
But it's not. Not yet anyway. Not yet.
And I made the comment of TJ and the kids have been telling me that I have gray hair up top and I don't see it.
Yeah.
And I think they're lying. And I'm like, Brittany, do you see any? And she was like, oh, I don't see a lot. And then she moves my hair a little bit and she goes, oh.
It's like, yeah, there's one there and there and there. And you're like, you were supposed to just say no.
This hoe.
Listen, every time I move my hair, I see new ones, and
I've been seeing them more and more lately.
But I love it, and my hair's so long that it's going to take forever for my hair to actually be like long and gray. But I like it.
I just got a notification for. I hope your session went well. Let's schedule another one. And I'm like, I've already scheduled the next 3. Thanks.
No.
I had my
else?
first therapy appointment today.
Yeah,
That's what we were talking about.
oh yeah,
It was nice.
yeah.
I'm excited about it. It was time. I've been putting it off for a really, really, really long time. Like to the point of I would schedule the appointment and then the very next day I would cancel it.
Yeah,
because I would get in my head about it. But
it's a big step.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah,
I'm ready to get on a path of understanding my own brain better.
yeah, and just learning how to be a human being without being. I mean, it's not all gonna. It doesn't always. Even with therapy, life isn't supposed to just be roses and butterflies and sparkly, and
it just teaches you how to deal with it better.
Exactly. It gives you the tools to be able to cope with things and work through things.
And they work, because I've been to therapy before, and it's been years, and Maddie was like 2 or 3. And I still use some of those tools that I learned there. I just didn't mesh well with that therapist because it was more of a religious based therapy type thing.
Yeah.
And that wasn't working well for me. So,
yeah,
this one seems pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah.
What else is going on? I'm getting hungry.
Well, me too. We're getting ready to go on the retreat. The Pixie Rella retreat. I said that really weird. We're trying to keep it as the Pixarella retreat, but I've gotten so used to just calling it the Pixie retreat.
Right.
But I'm currently putting together the prizes for our costume contest. I'm not doing, because last year I did like the gift boxes.
Is that what you were going to show me?
What?
No, what were you going to show me?
Oh, my hat for my costume. So I'm dressing up as my sim that Pixie created, Britt Sniddly Hog Brodery, right?
Yeah.
And she has like a specific, you can pick it up and like hold it, because I had to do some work. So the hat came with the flowers and the ivy on it. It's fine. I've got tissue paper up in the top, so you're not gonna. And then it came with the flower and the ivy on it. I added the ribbon, which you can kind of tell. And then the back one is just like a hair clip. I bought a 2-pack, and then I just cut holes in the back and clipped that in. And then I went to an unnamed craft store and bought all their hat chains for like the fronts of like trucker hats. And did that. I still want to do, so the hat on the sim has like 2 long chains in the front with like stars hanging on the bottom of them, but I'm so afraid that's going to drive me insane, so I think I'm just going to keep it the way that it is.
Yeah, I like it.
But yeah, so it's my take on it. The outfit's not the same, because the outfit that she has my sim in is so specific that unless I have that made or make it myself, it's never going to happen. So, but the hat, I love the hat.
Wasn't there a picture of it over there?
Yeah, I had it framed over here, but I took it down to put our picture with Selena in it.
Oh.
In that frame. And then, but I do have her scrapbooked. I have my sim scrapbooked. So she is well documented. But yeah, so I've got costume contest prizes that I'm putting together. I'm just doing like, because last year, anybody who went last year, and if you listen to this, I did like themed boxes. I think it was 4 of them. And this year I'm making it more travel friendly. It's not in a box, it's in a bag you can just toss. And it's not going to be like as stuffed with stuff, but there's still a lot of cool stuff in there. I'm really excited. I have a few more.
Bitch.
Well, I have a few more like bits I want to get, but I just don't always have to do the most.
Right.
You know, I don't always have to do the most. Yeah. So my too much gene is in check for the moment. We'll see how stuffed those packs get. Right. But yeah, so just know if you win the costume contest, you'll get a prize by me. And what else is going on? I've been making my little things. I'm making everybody like an ornament it's themed for Pixie's book that she wrote. It's got everybody's name on it. I've embroidered something on it. So that's exciting. And other than that, I've just been working.
We're about to get geared up on soccer.
Oh, we had an ice storm.
Oh, yeah.
Or the snowstorm.
We talked about that.
Did we?
We recorded after that, remember?
Oh, that's right. Never mind. That's old news.
We're supposed to get a little bit of wintry mix tonight.
Oh, yay.
Around 11. So, you know.
Right around when you're going to be leaving. I've been reading again.
Me too. Not again for me, but for the first time.
Never read ever.
I mean, I have, but I've never been big.
I still haven't read Hollow. I'm sorry. I've been putting it off. I'm going to get to it. I'm going to get to it, but...
It better be the next book you read.
I already started my next book.
I'm sick of you. I need you to read it.
I will read it. I want to finish this series first. And
How many more you got?
4 books. After this one, this is book 2.
Punching her in the throat.
I can also get the audiobook. I do have a credit on the one that I sent you the info for the other day. I do have a credit. I could get the audiobook version. And
the one that you
along.
gave me the access to?
Yeah.
What am I doing?
What?
I'm putting that on there for you. With your credit. I'm spending your credit.
Please don't use my credit. Nope, that's a lie. I did use my credit the other night.
Oh, damn.
But I'll get another credit soon, and I'll use it.
Anyway.
But yeah, so I've been reading a lot more again. I read the Callie Parrish Cozy Mysteries. I am so annoyed with how the last book ended, which, to be fair, the author died. So there's no... So it's possible she had another book planned because the book was published and then she died 2 years later. So it's entirely possible she had another book planned, and that's the reason why it ended the way that it did. However, I've been like seriously contemplating writing my own ending for this series. I'm like, is that crazy? No,
it's okay.
Because I have a vision of where these characters were going. And I'm like, these were my friends. I've been as I started rereading the first book, when we went to Branson in September. And then finally, just like a few weeks ago, finished the last book in the series that came out, because I reread it because I didn't know that last book had come out, and I wish that I had kept it that way. Well, I could have been in the dark.
I told you the last time we recorded, I want you to write a short story, and then we can read it on here. You can narrate, and I will do the characters.
Yeah, I didn't do that. I thought about it. I thought about doing it for this episode, and then I was like, I don't feel like doing that right now. So next catch-up episode, I will write us a short story to read. And
we don't have to schedule it. Just be like, write one. And
I want to write one.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Because I've got all these little stories. I've got all these little ideas.
Just write one, and then whenever you've got one banked, just be like, hey, I wrote one, and then we can work it in.
Okay.
But it's not like
I want to plan to have one. I do want to plan to have one for the next Chit Chat episode. We'll do that. Because I need the push to sit down and do it.
Yeah.
Because like our last episode that we're recording tonight, I started writing it, and then I was like, I'm just going to read from the book because of the way the book is structured, and B, I didn't want to have to take an Adderall this morning. And I could not sit down and focus on it. But wow. I got like all of the primary information written out already. So
I will tell you, I'm excited about our spooky state because I was not prepared.
I am so excited.
Did you get good stuff too?
I did get good stuff.
I talked to a native of that state this morning.
Oh, okay. Nice.
But that was after I had done all my research and stuff and already read the episode. I was like, I cannot believe some of the things that I just found out.
It's a state that I'm very excited to revisit because I have other places.
Because the next time we revisit these states, I'm not doing the laws and stuff. But I am so excited because some of this stuff, I was shocked. I was like, y'all are stupid.
But
did you know they don't have barbecue up there?
That does kind of make sense.
The person that I spoke to this morning was like, they don't have barbecue here. The closest thing to barbecue we have is Zaxby's. And we just got that Zaxby's.
Girl.
I was like, are you kidding me?
I mean, that makes sense though, because like
it is a southernish thing.
Right. And like, because there's the book series that I call it my comfort book series. It's that haunted guest house. It's these ones. These ones. I've listened to the audiobooks an insane amount of times. And so, but I bring that up because it's based in New Jersey. The author he's a New Jersey native, and the main character doesn't cook. So they eat out a lot. Not once do they ever go to a barbecue restaurant. So wow. You might be onto something with that. Like I never thought of that before.
Maybe I should. No, I'm not. I started to say maybe I should move to New Jersey and TJ and I can open up a barbecue joint because that man be making some barbecue.
Birdie Wood that I follow on TikTok.
I don't know who that is, but okay.
Well, she's like the person that got me interested in going thrifting again because I used to go thrifting quite a bit, but now we go weekly. Or almost weekly.
We need to talk about that. If you don't say it.
Because whenever he watched my TikTok lives, I said, do you see that like moment of pause at the beginning? And he goes, yeah. I said, that was me consciously making an effort to not say it.
She started on TikTok, for those of you that don't follow her. When she goes on her thrifting trips, she'll show us on TikTok what she got.
Yeah.
And at first, every episode started off with, I have a thrift haul.
Yeah.
And then that became my favorite part of the whole thing. And then all of a sudden, didn't say it. And I was like, you didn't say the thing. And because I brought a point to it, she's refusing to say it. She specifically last night said, I'm not going to say it in her video.
I did.
And I'm like, well, we're going to have to see.
But then I'm like, and then I bought your kid some.
Yeah. And I'm like, wait. But you can tell, like, when I comment on stuff, it's like as I'm watching it, I haven't finished.
You're not the only one that does that, though. You're not. Unicorn Farts does it too, and I love
said
it.
That, and then you were like, I bought this book for my niece, and her mom's coming over here tomorrow, and I'm like, wait, am I the mom? Is that my kid? But yeah, I'm coming over there tomorrow.
Unicorn Farts does that too, where she'll watch it and comment as she goes, and I'm just like, I love that. I love it.
Every time, because I'm like, damn, I should have finished this before I talk shit.
Yeah, it's fine. But I don't know. Maybe it'll be an Easter egg for you to find.
I hate it so much. I'm gonna quit watching them.
I love filming them though. I love it. My angles are awful, but I haven't figured out like the perfect spot to set the tripod yet. And then I'll like set it up and because I don't want to use the front facing camera because it A, doesn't look as good, and B, everything's like I'm showing like book covers and stuff. So I want the viewer to be able to read it. So I can't see the screen when I sit down. I can only see what I set up.
Make him fix the angle before you get going.
Absolutely not.
Oh, geez.
Absolutely not. I was wearing headphones in my one last night so I could like not talk very loudly so he wouldn't hear me.
Oh my God.
It's embarrassing.
The
I'm
man has seen you
embarrassed.
naked. The man has heard you fart. Him hearing you
Make
do
a
video
TikTok.
is low on the list.
Well, I told him, I was like, I don't like it when you play him on the TV. He said, why? I said, because I feel like you're making fun of me. He's like,
Oh
we're
my
just
God.
watching it. He's like, we're just watching it. I was like, but every time I get a notification, I rewatch my own TikTok. I 2x speed myself and everything.
My God.
But yeah, so that's what I'm doing over on TikTok at Brittersnitter.
Once a week thrift hauls, sometimes twice.
Sometimes twice. I think I'm going to do like a sit down video and show all of my Vindula purses because they're so cute. And I love my Vindula purses. And I just want to show them off. So I might do that.
I have a question. We're
Yes.
talking about reading.
Yes.
So, I've picked it up a little bit. I've started reading again. I've finished one whole book and I'm like 30-something% through another one.
Mm-hmm.
Since we went to Louisville.
Right.
So it's a very slow moving process at this point.
Yeah, but
I've got it figured out.
that's
now.
more books than you read last year.
This is true. The kids and I took the kids to the local public library, got us library cards, so I can now use the Libby app for audiobooks.
Yeah.
Do audiobooks count to my books read?
I say yes.
Okay.
I say yes as an avid audiobook listener and a reader. I say yes.
I will likely rarely ever pick up a physical book because I don't have time.
Exactly. Because I listen to more audiobooks than I do anything else. That's why I feel like the money that I spend on Audible and the story, it's billed as like storytellers, but it's just like audiobooks.com, and I pay like $16 a month for each of those, and I get a credit. And then they also have like free ones that come with your membership.
Well, I'm just going to stick with the Libby app for now because there's so many books out there.
But I listen to so many that for me it's worth it.
Yeah. That's the thing that I like while I'm working, I'll listen to it. Like I'll catch up on my podcast for a day and then I'll listen to my book for the rest of the week. Like right now I'm listening to a book called The Ghost Eaters.
I feel like I've heard that.
I think you were with me when I bought it because I have the physical book itself. I bought it at McKay's.
And some people like to, because with my Kindle, because it's connected through the same account. So if I have the book on Kindle, I can read and listen. So some people like to read and have the audiobook going. And I think
that.
no matter how you do it, I consider it reading. Even if you never hold that physical book in your hand, it's still being read to you.
Right.
Because it's like, I remember and I was thinking about this last night. I was like, I distinctly remember like as a kid being told that I was like too old to have books read to me at bedtime. And now that I'm 36 years old, I'm like, I never grew out of that. I never grew out of having stories told to me because I spend a good chunk of my money to have stories told to me. like yesterday. So Charlene Harris, a lot of her audiobooks are on sale until the 22nd on Audible, right? They're like 80% off. I went through and I filled out 2 full series yesterday and they were like $3 a piece.
Nice.
So, and they were like 2 of her shorter series. I got the Harper Connolly series and the Midnight Texas series because I love the Midnight Texas books. I think you would really like the Midnight Texas books. There's only 3 of them. But they're so good. And they kind of have bits and pieces of all of her other series in them. I love them.
On my Goodreads app right now in the want to read. What'd you say? Midnight Texas?
Midnight Texas. Charlene Harris. But yeah, it's just 3 books. They had a TV show of the first, I think it was 2 seasons. I think it ran for. It was short seasons, but it was 2 seasons. And I liked it, but it didn't have the same feel of the books, but I still liked the TV show. But yeah, so, because like I gave, so my doctor is having, or my provider, she does technically have doctor in front of her name because she's a DNP, but she practices as an APRN. But anyway, she's having a baby, and I put together a little gift for her. And I got her some.
Did you give it to her?
Yeah, I gave it to her. I gave it to her last week because she's nearing her due date, and I was like, I want to go ahead and get it to her. And she was there this week, and like we talked about it because I gave her a copy of Pixie's book, and then I put in some because I know she likes Bridgerton, so I put in Bridgerton lip balm.
Love Bridgerton.
And then, but I specifically, because I heard her say one day to someone else, I heard her say she doesn't like vanilla scented stuff, and so I specifically made sure to get one that wasn't vanilla. And then I got her some, like, a lactation drink, because I know she had mentioned that that's her plan, is to breastfeed. And then I got her some chamomile tea for, like, stress relief. And then I put a book for the baby in there. And because I was like, everybody gets the baby a gift. I was like, I'm going to get mom a gift and then just get, like, the baby a book. But we were talking about Pixie's book. She said her cousin wrote a fantasy book because she was like, are you big into fantasy? And I was like, I dabble. I was like, I don't feel like, because the whole point of bringing this up is to talk about genres. So I'm a mystery lover through and through. If it's got a mystery in it, I'm going to eat that shit up. Okay. It doesn't matter what kind of mystery. Is it who stole the documents? I'm going to be in it.
Right.
So, but I love like a murder mystery. I love a little murder mystery because I think like that's one of the, because I like true crime, but it feels a little too real, you know?
Yeah.
I'll eat these books. None of these people are real. I don't have to actually, like, I feel bad for the character, of course, but like, it doesn't feel as investive, you know? So, but she's like, do you like fantasy? And I said, well, I dabble. Like, I read Pixie's book and the way that it's like structured, I was like, and I said, but then the ACOTAR series, I said, I have the books, could not read them. I was like, there's something about it that I just could not sit down and read that book. I said, so I used my Spotify premium to listen to those audiobooks. I was like, because I didn't want to spend credits on them either. So I didn't want to I didn't feel the need to I'm not going to re-listen to these probably. The good story. I like the ACOTAR series, but
I think, so I'm adding the Bridgerton books to my Goodreads app, the things that I want to read, because I forget that they're also books.
Yeah.
So I'm scrolling through. Here's what I'm thinking I'm figuring out is there's like the first book, and then there's 1.5, which is like the second epilogue. And I'm like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So now,
like the E.J. Copperman books, they have, there's 2.5 like novellas. And because I think I was telling you about this, one of them in the middle of it is like narrated by a man. And I'm like, ew. Because the whole series is narrated by the same woman, except for that book. And I'm like, ew. Right. I was like, I often skip that one.
I do think that you would absolutely love Bridgerton. I really do.
I probably would.
The Royals.
Yeah.
But like, it's like a whole... It's just a love story from start to beginning with each and every member, and then it even envelops like the mom, and like it's chef's kiss. I love it so much. Would. I'm so excited. Like, I can't wait for the second part of this season to come out.
Maybe after the second part comes out, I'll sit down and watch it. But
you could start it now. It took me like 2 weeks to finish it, to get me caught up to the point to where I'm waiting.
I don't know, maybe. We'll see.
Speaking of things that took me forever to get caught up on. Have we dropped the F-bomb in this episode?
I don't think so.
The month of February can kiss my ass.
Yeah.
First, we lose Jonathan Moxon. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's gone to the great beyond to be with Billy Bob. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely not.
Dude from Dawson's Creek.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then this week we lose dude from Grey's Anatomy. Dr. McSteamy.
Yeah. Somebody in the Discord in all caps, McSteamy died.
Same. I sent it to Josh and was like, not McSteamy. Oh my God. That hurt. But I also saw, and I don't know how true this is,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't really do any digging to verify.
Mm-hmm.
So there is an episode, spoiler alert, there is an episode of Grey's Anatomy where his character is dying and he's on life support. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And they've decided we're going to pull the plug at 5:00.
Mm-hmm.
And this is all taking place in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the doctors that worked at that hospital has now moved on to another hospital somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
She's mid-surgery. Okay. In the middle of the OR, pauses, looks at the clock and goes, it's 5:00 in Seattle. And then they're pulling the plug on this guy in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So like, it's a whole sad thing. I bawled my eyes out when I watched it.
Yeah.
Like a whole thing. So I saw a TikTok and like I said, I don't know how true it is, but it was like, they didn't start talking about, like, they didn't broadcast that he had passed away until it was 5:00 in Seattle.
Oh.
So like I said, I don't know how true.
Apparently he also died on the 20th anniversary of the episode that
he died on?
He premiered in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, did you see where he had filmed like a whole thing talking to his daughters prior to his death?
Mm-mm.
Bald.
Oh. I would
Bald.
cry. Yeah.
Because he came out, I think it was like a year ago, he came out and told everybody that he had ALS.
Yeah. Like, we've been getting like updates of his. I've never watched Grey's Anatomy. Like, I've seen bits and pieces of it, but
see, his character was one that you hated but you loved, and then you hated again but you loved.
Yeah.
Like, he was the quintessential douchebag, womanizing douchebag. Okay, but then like you kind of grow into it. Like, you kind of he's not so bad the further in you get, and you grow to love him. But like, I watched a couple snippets of that video of him talking to his kids, and I was like, I just bawled.
Yeah.
I've been an emotional wreck for the past week anyway. I'm on my period.
Oh, okay.
So like, that doesn't help anything.
Yeah.
I posted something on Facebook that had me bawling at 6:30 in the morning about some little kid sharing his lunch and getting in trouble with it.
I saw you post that, and then I clicked to where it said like read more, and then I said I ain't reading all that.
So basic story was,
I'm sure it did, but I ain't reading all that.
Basic story is, and it's probably all AI generated. It's probably not even real, but still the sentiment's there. Like, this dude gets a phone call that he has to go to the office. His kid's in trouble at school. So he gets there and he's like, what happened? He's thinking the kid got in a fight. Well, turns out at lunch, he was sharing his food with one of his classmates, and they have a strict, no food sharing policy because, allergies, sanitary.
Yeah. For good reasons.
Yeah.
But
I get it. But so the kid was telling his dad in front of the principal there that the kid in front of him in the line that's in his class went to go, he got his tray, he got his food. It was pizza day, which, as a kid, that's like the best day of the week.
Yeah.
He gets all his food. He gets to the cash register. The woman scans his card. It makes a noise. He doesn't have any money in his account.
Mm.
So she gives him the peanut butter and jelly of poverty.
Yeah.
He doesn't eat peanut butter and jelly. He doesn't like it, which to some you'd be like, well, if that's what he's got, that's what he's got.
Yeah.
Still, it's not always okay.
Right.
So the little boy was like, here, you can have half of my pizza, and like pulled half of his pizza off and gave him the piece with the most pepperoni on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got in trouble, and the teacher threw away both his and the other little boy's lunch.
Oh, hell no.
So the dad comes in and he was like, the kid wasn't getting a lunch, he wasn't going to eat either if he hadn't shared. And they were like, yeah, but you can't do that, and blah, blah. And the little boy's like, y'all talk about the rules, But like you've got all these posters that say, you know, to be a good person and to be mindful and caring. And that's what I've done. And you're telling me that that wasn't the right thing to do.
Exactly.
So they went ahead and signed the thing, you know, the write-up or whatever, because you have to. He broke a rule. But he gets him in the truck and the little boy's like, Dad, are you mad at me? Am I in trouble? And he's like, no, you're not in trouble with me at all.
Yeah.
And he took him to go get pizza and even got extra pizza for him to take for the kid the next day. The dad even put some money on the kid's account to take care of how much ever he owed plus some extra.
Yeah.
6:30 in the morning, I'm sitting on the toilet bawling.
Nice.
And I'm like, it's been an emotional week.
And the kid's got a point, even if he is AI. How are you gonna be like, help your friends, be a good person, you know, whenever you leave here, be a good person in society, but then we're going to throw your lunch away if you share it with a friend who doesn't have any.
Right. I mean,
or is not super satisfied with what he was given.
Not to toot my own horn, but I definitely remember buying lunches.
Oh, 100%.
On several occasions.
100%.
And did my mom know about it? Not until I was an adult, but did she care? No. If I had said, hey, I need extra money because this friend doesn't have lunch.
That is an idiot.
She would have been like, okay, here's some extra money.
And it's not for her brains.
Wow.
She's staring at the wall again, you know.
She's special. Oh. Anyway.
Well,
we've been yapping for long enough. Hey, I have an idea. Do y'all have any questions?
Yeah.
Or, you know, are you wondering if you handled a situation the right way or if you were the asshole in the situation?
Yeah.
Or do you just want to tell us something?
Right.
Or have an idea for an episode that you think would be really cool and you want to hear us talk about it and us to do all the hard work where you don't have to.
Yeah. And then we just sit here and tell you about it. Your mic has got like
progressively
limp
worse
dick disease over there.
Anyway, then why don't you send us that information? You can send it to any of our socials. You can DM us on our socials on Facebook,
Instagram,
TikTok,
YouTube. I don't know if you can DM on YouTube, but the other places you can.
Or you can just send us an email at
wondersofweird@gmail.com. Did you know we used to say that the other way around? We'll get to it. I made a note of it. I re-listened to one of our episodes the other day.
I used to say the gmail.com.
We used to say it the other way around.
And then you did it in a very sultry voice one day and we just switched it around.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have a hard time saying wanderers of weird. Anyway. Okay, bye.
Bye.